All right, guys. Let's just get this out of the way. We had a mishap yesterday where my cousin, who shall remain nameless, took it upon himself to commandeer my channel as he was staying over yesterday. Um, so yeah, we both got switches. We both got the Switch 2s yesterday. We had a little get together. Um, and then I was, since it was so early for me, I fell asleep. And then he just freaking, used my work area and did a tutorial video. And he did it on my Joy-Con. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm pissed off that he, commandeered my channel like that, but I checked his work and he did a good job. So like what else can I say? I don't know how to feel about this. But with that being said, I'm just going to do the other one here. He didn't even finish the job. He only did one. Whatever. Let's do this. I'm going to try to get this done as quick as possible here. I'm going to do it the right way. Oh, and by the way, this is my mod, not his mod. He didn't come up with anything. He just copied it off of me. Okay. So I personally haven't taken one of these apart, but I have watched some tutorial videos, and I did watch his video, so he did good work. I mean, what can you say? Oh. He started taking my controller apart. He just left the screws behind. Oh my god. Alright. Let's do this. See how fast I can do this. Okay. So I usually like to have 70G buttons. These are 100, as I found out before. Oh yeah, that's right. You gotta take this out. But the 40 works. I didn't like the feel of the 40 when I put them in my Joy-Con 1s because I had 70s in there, from when I modded them before. I cut them. I cut the sides off. I can show a picture of that right now. You can see I cut it right at the rim there on the side. But with this, it's much easier because I can just throw these in. I can just swap them in. Unfortunately, the company that I talked to, Snaptron, or not Snaptron, yeah, Snaptron, they don't have anything between 40 and 80, or 85, I think it is. So I like 60, 70 range. Also, another problem that gets solved with this, with these 40s is that the G-force is consistent. Where are they? Yeah, it's consistent across all the buttons. It's not so consistent in the the hand cut mod. Here they are. So we've got, where is the 40? 200 G's, way too high. 170, still way too freaking. Here's the 40. What else we have here? 85, that's the next best. 150 and 200 again. So these are different diameters, different styles, and it was a sample pack. But I think I'm going to order a lot of these. The alternative is to pay the company like $1,000 to get a new die made to get those 60 G's. I don't have that kind of money. Still stressed out about that shitty video. He didn't even set up my workspace right. It looked like crap. I sent his ass home as soon as I found out. When I saw that, I'm just so mad. Whatever. He's such a freaking nerd. Okay. I can't even focus on what bit is in here. I'm so mad. Okay, we got a long screw here. How about this? Yeah, I should organize this. Here, I'll do this. Let's go in a straight line. Yeah. It's another thing we're gonna do right today. We're gonna go in a straight line. We're not gonna get scrambled up. All right, clock is ticking. Let's see if we can get this video. Oh. Okay, that screw's gone. Found it. Oh, thanks to the magnet. Okay, so yes, this is my invention. This is my mod, not his. And I said he shall remain nameless, but his name is Sebast. My cousin. Okay. Long screw, long screw. Got it. Go Speed Racer. Been gaming. You use my tools. You don't touch another man's tools. That's kind of gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. We're going to put this here because it marks the next layer. So we're getting some different placements of the clips. Oh, and another thing. His views and opinions don't reflect my own or anyone appearing on this channel. He's talking a lot of ignorant crap. Just a bunch of misinformed BS about Nintendo. He just rambled on and on. It was mostly talking, not as much working. They just rambled on and on about how Nintendo's evil and he's the best and he's such a special modder. Ooh. Dude, I taught him everything he knows. Okay, let's get this tape off. We're just gonna take it all off. Just take it all off. Wow, I just realized I sounded like Rich from Review Tech. Oh, just the very thought of him. Now I'm picturing him shirtless. Okay. Anyway. Can anyone else do that? With your lips and your teeth? I think that's a Mike Winslow thing. I discovered it when I was 10. I was playing with my Transformers figure, and then I was like, it was like, or something like that, and I was like, whoa, what just came out of my mouth? And so, me and my brothers all learned how to do it. And that's why my mom is in a home right now. Jeez. So something's stuck in here. Something's locking this in. It's a clip maybe. I don't see wait, is that a screw? Yeah. Glad I didn't pull. Man, so many screws. There were like 5 screws in the first Joy-Con. Okay. We got it gutted. And here we go. How fast can we do all this? I keep asking. I'm waiting for the answer. Still. If my hands are shaking, it's because I'm still kind of pissed off. Watch this, watch this. We're gonna remember that. I am getting my grease on this tape, my finger grease, which is unavoidable, even though my hands are clean. I am weakening the tape. But it will stay in. It's not gonna fall out or anything, it's just weakens every time you work with it. Put it directly in center. Yeah, as I said before, with these domes, what I would do is I would cut the side, and I'll show you how to do that right now. Real quick. Oh yeah, these are the exact scissors I bought for this. So I would line up, let's zoom in here. I would line up the rim onto the blade, onto the edge of the blade like this. Oops, oops, oops. Like this. And then I just cut that very tiny. Oh, let's zoom out a bit. Okay. Cut that very tiny sliver off. Like that. And with that, you're going to get a 60 to 70 G-force. We can test it out right now. Where's my... Okay. All right. So I'm going to tip it upside down. We're going to zero it again, because the weight of this metal actually pulls down and registers a weight. Okay, we'll put this on a hard surface. And then, so it's at 9 right now, whatever. Wait, I didn't feel the click. There is a click. It's silent, but it's there. It's hard to feel with this. Okay. I saw 54. Let's do peak. And then let's 0. And then push until we hear a click. I got 81, but it's a delayed measure, so it's probably 70. Okay, let's do the the default one. That's going to be easier because we can feel the click better. This is uncut. Zero it. Let's do a peak. And then, okay, I felt the click, and I'm getting 74, which is weird. That's, oh, because I have it at diagonal. I gotta put the attachment on. It's messing me up. Okay. I got 86. Okay. All right, let's do the cut one again. Okay. 62. There you go. And now, see, that's like perfect for me. You got a nice crispy click, but not too much force. You get a very fluid button presses. All right, let's do the 40. See how that measures. 47. Probably delayed response, probably is exactly 40. There we go. All right, let's put these on. So I was watching that video he uploaded, Sebast, and I was just raging at my phone because he was spouting all kinds of elitist nerd crap like, ooh, Nintendo's evil. Of course they're evil. They're a corporation. I mean, greed drives companies to, it's a self-motivating force, basically. And money is the root of all evil, right? So I'm not gonna, you know, diss a company for being evil because they're all evil. It doesn't matter what face they have, it doesn't matter what they look like, it doesn't matter what they make. I happen to enjoy Nintendo's brand of evil. Honestly. Because they're badass. Right? They slay. It's freaking metal, right? It's like they're like the irreconcilable power of God. In their own lore, in their own way. And yes, they go after people for stealing their games. Like, why wouldn't you? You have to protect they have to protect their IP. Like, honestly, how can you expect a company to just sit there and allow their brand to be cheapened by fan games? Okay, oh yeah, Sega hires their fan game creators. Oh, okay, good for Sega. They're not
Nintendo. Okay, Nintendo has an image, a brand they have to upkeep. It's a very powerful brand. It's like Apple or Disney back in the day when Disney didn't suck ass. They had an irreconcilable, culturally shifting or cultural influence, a worldwide force to reckon with. That's Nintendo. You think of video games, you think of Mario. You don't think of a sad dad simulator like God of War. Who cares about that crap? It's, to me, I feel like mainstream game companies are producing a disposable product. And of course it's not a disposable product, but they treat their own art as a disposable product. They cheapen it with sales when they're not reaching their quota for the game sale or for the game sales. They reduce the price after what, like 2 months? So of course it's not worth it to me to buy Assassin's Creed Shadows on day one. I did that once with Assassin's Creed 3. I was so excited for it because I beat 2. I 100%ed it, and I bought the Assassin's Creed 3. It was like a bundle or something with all the DLC and the Assassin's Creed Liberation, and it turns out like I played Assassin's Creed 3 and I hated it. It looked like garbage compared to 2. I eventually liked it. Came to like it like a decade later on the Switch. That's only because the Switch allows me to play video games, not just own them. What do you mean by that, you say? I don't like being connected to a wall. Come on now. I want to be free. Your boy Constus wants to be free. He wants to play in bed. He wants to play on the toilet. He wants to play at work. He wants to play in traffic. What's so wrong with that? Is that so much to ask for? Is it? Are we all not human? Is it not human to want to play games in traffic? Of course not. Of course it is. Of course not. Wait, what? How did I word that question? So, I noticed he messed it up when he was cutting the spring. He cut it in half here. He cut too much off, and I'm not gonna make that same mistake. I'm gonna cut. Let's see. I'm gonna cut right about here. Okay. So it looks like I'm gonna cut this solid chunk off here. All right. Screenshot this. Screenshot this right now. Wait. Okay, now screenshot it. Got it? I'll hold it for a few more seconds. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay. I'm ready. My body is ready. Oh, oops. Okay. You know what? Here, watch this. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to use the force. All right? And I'm just going to feel where the right place is. Okay, watch this. Did it. You don't need to look at it. Just use your feelings. Stretch out with your feelings. Okay. Nice and quick. Unlike some people. I'm gonna put this back on here. Okay. I don't know what this is, but it looks like it's a ground or something. It reduces static or prevents static. I don't know. And maybe it's okay. So Nintendo said they improved the Joy-Con sticks. I'm seeing a lot of different stuff in here. I'm seeing that spring is a different shape. This metal clip here, I have no idea what this is. That's what I was talking about, the ground. No idea. But it looks like it's connecting to this. So that's what it might be. It might be like discharging the static from your fingers, or maybe this I don't know, man. I'm not an electrician. So we want this button to line up with this dome to line up with this plastic button. And then it looks like it gets held on by this metal plate here. Should probably just put this on this metal plate before. Okay. Sometimes when you put this on like this, the film slips out of place and you're gonna have to take here. We're gonna give it a tug here. Yep, feels like it's in place. All right, let's throw this thing back in. Ooh, okay, is this acceptable? Is it? Well, we can find out. We can use the forceometer. Looks like it's okay. It looks like it's the same. Here's what we do. And I think Bast showed you yesterday the trick that I taught him, which is to do this, to see if both sticks are the same. Okay. Wait, this is stuck. Okay. I wonder what was going on there. Look, I think the that white cylinder was stuck in the film, the circuit film. So now we can give it a good test. We can give it a proper test. Okay, looks right. Now we're gonna do the equality test. Oh, look at that! Here, let's get a good view of it. Oops. Okay. That's how you know it's perfect. They both bend at the same time, at the same angle. That's perfect. And, oh, here's another test you can do. When this is installed into the shell, you can flick the sticks like this. And you can hear the vibration. With a normal Joy-Con, it's going to be like, okay? But with this modded one, it's going to be like, and that works with any stick. Both these tricks. See, this information is finally starting to come out. And I'm happy. This stuff has been locked in my head for like 20 years. Well, the button, modding the buttons, I've been doing that since, well, not these, but cutting holes in silicone. I'll show you how to do that in another video. Been doing that since the Xbox, the original. Yeah, I should put this on first, maybe. Nope, this. Yeah, that's when I started modding controllers. I got that, I got a really shitty third-party Xbox controller because the Duke was just horrible. I hated it. It was like holding two potatoes and with jelly bellies on it. Absolute garbage. But we all love it. But I got this Mad Catz controller that had a more contemporary button layout. And that was great for Tony Hawk. But the buttons were so stiff. And your boy, Constus, back in 2001, discovered the art of cutting holes in the silicone. I don't know if anyone else has done that. You know, I know people talk about like esports gamers, pro gamers, whatever. They talk about, you know, they'll pay someone to break in a controller. I don't have to do that. Just break it in on day one. I break it, and I break it in. Day one. Always. Doesn't matter how expensive. I did it even on my Analog Pocket aluminum. $560. Open that thing on day one, weaken the buttons. Made it playable. Come on now. Can't have stiff buttons. We gotta. Can we get past this whole stiff button thing? Like, PlayStation controllers are known for having these ridiculously stiff buttons on a new controller. Come on. Why do they have to do that? It's crazy. Absolutely insane. Like, honestly, like, I'm not even kidding right now. That's it's bizarre. Like, you guys gotta chill with that. Seriously.
Uh-huh.
No, not Siri. I said seriously. Siri's always bothering me. I work in a warehouse. I use a Vocalect. I call the numbers 3312 83 83. Every time I say 83, Siri's like, and I just say no, or every time Siri does that, I say no, and it just shuts up. But if I say, Siri, be quiet, Siri would be like, oh, okay. The problem I have with that is I'm listening to podcasts or YouTube or whatever. I'm trying to hear all the words. I don't want to hear Siri. Okay. Let's go in here. Wait, you know what? I should just put these in now. Wow. What an amazing concept. How's that weather over by you guys? Good? Good. Leave a comment with the weather. I want to know that weather. We got to find something to talk about. What else do you guys want to know? Just send me your thoughts and prayers. I'll think of something to talk about. Mr. Rogers, well, plenty of things to talk about. I will too. Or that corn song. I will too. I will too. I will too. I will too. It was a good album. Damn. Life is Peachy. That is a classic. I was breastfed on that album in my high school days. And when I was a freshman. When I was a wee little freshman, I listened to Korn. And Korn is not a folk band, mind you. Korn is one of them rock bands. Oh, shit. Can I cut that out? So what I'm doing here, I just removed that screw. So I don't remember where these screws came from. They could be from here. I mean, I could waste time trying to figure it out, or I could just look at a... Oh, hey, I'm glad I didn't close this up because this is not clicking. That would have sucked. Yeah, I knew there was something weird about this. Something weird going on in here. It's not as flush to this board as it was. Oh my God. Oh my Lord Jesus Christ. My Savior. Help me figure out what's wrong with this. Ooh. Oh, look at that. This little button popped out as we were putting this on. I'm sorry, as I was putting it on. It's all my fault, my bad. Not any of you guys. I should take the full blame. Okay. There we go. We're back in action, baby. Oh yeah. This goes on this side. Yeah. Oh yeah, we gotta clip this back on. So, as Bass mentioned yesterday, another astute observation, I never thought of this, is that this collar doubles as a compression device for the Joy-Con, which could be another... I mean, it could be. I don't know. I have no way of knowing. Oh yeah, hey, also forgot. This is why I wasn't laying flush. We forgot to close. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to close. My bad. I forgot to close these tabs. Yeah. Yep. Just like Bass did, I broke it. That's okay. Oh yeah. It's okay because we got these clips here. We don't need these tabs. The clips will do just fine. You know, I've dealt with worse. I've had completely broken off tabs and nothing to secure the stick in place. And it still worked, but it wasn't great. But we still have not only the collar clips, but we also have the clips on the bottom plate here. So yeah, we're good. Well, now we have a more repairable analog stick. Right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Wait. So if I teach you guys how to do this, then who's gonna send me controllers to fix? Who? Tell me who. Okay. Oh Man, guys, I'm getting bored. I'm getting an ADHD attack. I want to play this Switch 2 so bad right now. But I can't play it with stiff buttons. I mean, I can, but no. Hell no. Hell no. I say hell no. I say hell no. Can I get a hell yeah? No. I want a hell no. Ooh. Just got this screwdriver. And I wasn't even the first one to use it. Tisk, tisk. Gorana, tisk, tisk. I'm sorry, guys. This isn't edited. This is just going up as it is, and I don't care. Just got to put this information out there. That this is a thing that you can do. Make sure these feel good. I'm not sure about this X button. These feel much more clicky. Wait, B and Y are perfect. I feel like X and A are off the line. I'm not getting that satisfying click. So I'm gonna have to take this out again. See what's going on. Could be the rubber is offline. Nope. Maybe these are the ones I feel like I bent them when I was putting them on. I'm gonna trash these. Yeah, I felt like since these are 40s, they've got to be really thin. I felt like they were being bent like this. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, you can see that bend. That's garbage. Get the crap out of here. Just bend them so we don't get fooled into using them again. Where's the 40? Give me the 40! No! I could double these up, which is actually common practice in metal domery. I don't want to do that. That would be too much work. I would get 80 G's out of it, but I have 85s right here. So no, I'm just gonna use the 40. Think about whether I want to one day have a 60 made in the far future. In the year 2000. In the year 2000. Just has to be centered on here. It doesn't have to be in any orientation. Oh yeah. Oh, feels so much better. Yeah. Oh, one great thing about these 40s is that even though they are super weak, I'm noticing on the Switch too that I'm getting like a lot of feedback from the HD rumble. So like in certain games like Welcome Tour, whatever it is, or whatever, they really like that HD rumble, 4K rumble, as someone called it once on a podcast. 4K rumble. Oh, who was that? Oh yeah, I think that was Nintendo Life. They called it 4K rumble. That's awesome. Perfect name. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of like button tactile feedback, and so that actually helps with the weakness of the buttons. You're getting more of the tactile feel from the design of the game, not just it's not overpowered by the stronger domes. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of a bonus. Not just the fluidity of your gameplay, but also you get to enjoy the design more in some games. I feel like we're getting into Bob Ross territory. Which I'm cool with. Gonna have to unhook this again. That's okay. These things can take it. I've done it. I've disassembled Joy-Cons dozens and dozens of times. What's going on here? I should just put this in first. Yeah. That. Put this on top. We gotta pull this through. Now I'm singing like a Broadway guy. Oh, there we go. Oh, it just snapped in place. Oh. Guys, I have to apologize again for that mess up from yesterday. It just ruined my whole Switch miss. Just I've been thinking about it all day, just stewing like a battery. Shove these in place. Guys, I didn't want to make a video. I just wanted to do this alone in peace. Just like with all my other controllers. But why should I keep this to myself? We have a revolution at hand. I noticed that when my ADHD autistic, well, who knows if I'm autistic or not, when my picky ass finds a problem with controllers, like clicky loud buttons, like I find that stuff, like companies seem to pick up on it. I'm not saying that I'm like some oracle or some shit, but I noticed that when the what is it? Those leaks that happened for the Xbox, the new version of the Xbox that was supposed to come out last year, and then they had that controller that leaked in the court documents for I think it was the Epic thing. They had that, that delightfully digital Xbox, and then they had that controller, and the controller had quieter buttons. And that's something that I've been doing to my controllers, my Game Boys. Been putting I can show you the pads. I can show you the pads. If it's quick. Come on. Come on, where are you? Oh, here we go. Here's some. But these are, I think, 0.1 millimeter pads for dampening. And I find that those work beautifully for, man, what do they work for? Game, like the Analog Pocket. Unfortunately, they're not adhesive, but you can glue them on. You'll be good. But what you do is you put those on. So you got the button, okay, and then you have those what do you call? Those tabs on the side, okay? You put those pads, you cut them to size, and you glue them on those tabs, and then when they bounce back up against the shell, they're not loud, okay? And so you subconsciously feel like you have more freedom, more fluidity in your movements. And so that, along with the weaker buttons, gives a more pleasurable experience. A more pleasurable experience. It's just fun. That's what this is all about. It's just fun. I want it to be funner. We're not pro gamers here. We're just hanging out, man. We don't want no drama. We don't want to compete. Well, I don't want the drama. I just want to relax, okay? After a long, hard day, I just want to come home and not fight with the buttons and the sticks. I'm not trying to wrestle with my analog sticks. People. Oh, here's some hoodlums outside. You know, I feel like these springs could be stronger on the trigger. We have to do the trigger. We're gonna do that right now. Before anything else. So yeah, just like in the first Joy-Cons, in every Joy-Con, for some reason the trigger buttons have, as I mentioned before, the double stacked domes. Man, I got white shag carpets. 2-inch shag carpet. And I'm playing a dangerous game every time I work in this room. And it's kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of fun. I've taken apart electronics in weird places. Like in my bed a few times. Sometimes you just want to stretch out, you want to relax, you want to pop a few melatonins and take apart a PS Vita. Screws all over the place. And see if you can get it back together before you fall asleep on all the parts. Well, after this mod, this piece here, I'm gonna call it quits. I'm gonna say goodnight. Oh, I'm gonna finish the assembly off camera because I don't have anything to talk about anymore. But I thank you for joining me. There we go. Also, I need to look up which screws go where. So that is it. Thank you for joining. Thanks for watching. And good luck with your disassemblies. And hopefully you can get all your screws back in. Peace.